Good morning, fourth graders. How was y'all weekend? Would anyone like to share anything fun and exciting they did? Yes, Riley.
I went swimming.
You went swimming? That's cool. I would like to share something cool I did this past weekend. So I was driving around my neighborhood and saw a group of family members playing this really cool game at their family barbecue. This game was called Speedmintion. So I learned how to play Speedmintion this past weekend, and I would like to teach you all how to play Speedmintion. So for my instant activity, you guys gotta grab a racket and a speeder, and you're gonna try to hit it as high as you can. For example, like this. So my stop and go signals today are speeders up and speeders down. Speeders down means equipment at feet and freeze where you are, and speeders up means go. Okay, speeders up. Okay, everyone, speeders down. Good job, thank you for listening. So for today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to perform the underhand serve with 3 simple cues. Knees bent, swing racket arm back, follow through. Once again, you want to have your knees bent, swing your racket arm back. So if you're right-handed, it'll be your right hand. If you're left-handed, it'll be your left hand. In this case, I'm right-handed, so it'll be my right hand, and you want to follow through. So for our first activity, we're going to be doing serving with a partner. So each partner gets 10 serves. Your goal is to hit the target 7 out of 10 times, and your target will be the jump rope. So I'm going to demonstrate it with you guys. So as I talked about, the 3 cues: knees bent, swing your racket arm back, and follow through. As I'm going to show it to you as a part. Knees bent, swing your racket arm back, and follow through. One more time as a whole. Knees bent, swing your racket arm back, and follow through. So when I say speeders up, I want you to find a partner and do this activity. Speeders up. All right, everyone, speeders down real quickly. Thank you for listening. I would like you guys to pay attention to Riley and Wiley. They did a really good job using the 3 simple cues: knees bent, swing your racket arm back, and follow through. Go ahead, Riley. Good job, buddy. All right, everyone, continue with the activity again. Speeders up. Okay, everyone, speeders down. Thank you for listening. So for our second activity, this activity is called Speed It. In this activity, you're getting into groups of 3. One student will be the server, and the other 2 will be the returners. The server is going to serve the speeder, and if the returners can't hit it back, it's going to be worth 2 points. If the returner hits it back to the server, it's worth 1 point. This activity is all about speed and control. So we're going to start at court 1, and you want to try to hit it to court 2. Court 2 is going to try to hit it back to you. Before I say speeders up, can someone explain to me the 3 simple cues again? Yes, Spencer.
Knees bent, racket arm back, follow through.
Good job, buddy. Okay, speed it up. Speeders down. Thank you for listening. I see that some of y'all are struggling. As you can see, I put a different kind of speeder on your guys' court. This speeder will last longer in the air. So if you're struggling, try to use this speeder. Okay, speeders up. Speeders down. Thank you for listening. We're going to be going on to activity number 3 now. Activity number 3 is called the serving challenge. And in this activity, you get into groups of 3 to 4, and each player needs a racket. There will be 20 speeders. You're going to stand on one side of the court, and on the other side of the court, there will be a whole bunch of different targets worth different amount of points. The team with the most points wins. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick demonstration. As you can see, our targets are laying down right here. This target is worth 2 points, this target is worth 3 points, and this target is worth the big 5. While doing this activity, make sure to use the 3 simple cues: knees bent, swing your racket arm back, and follow through. So once again, knees bent, swing your racket arm back, and follow through.
Wow, Mr. Prasad, you got the big 5.
Oh, thank you. Okay, everyone, speeders up. Down. Thank you for listening. As I was walking around, I heard a couple questions that came up. So if anyone wants to ask a question, this is the time to ask the questions. Yes, Spencer.
Mr. Prasad, where should we be hitting our speeder on the racket?
That's a good question, Spencer. So when you hit the speeder, you want to hit it in the middle. Or try to aim to hit it at the middle. So like this. Are there any other questions? Yes, David.
How hard should you be hitting the racket?
As hard as you can, because in Speedmintion, you're supposed to hit the racket at a very fast pace. So you want to hit it as hard as you can, just like that. Any more questions? Yes, Sahul.
What height should we be hitting the speeder at?
The height you want to hit your speeder at is at the hip level. So you want to drop the speeder below the hip level, but you want to have your racket at hip level. So drop the speeder below the hip and hit it at the hip level. Just like that. Yes, Riley.
I keep dropping my racket. How are you holding yours?
Let me see how you're holding your racket. No, that's not right. Let me show you how to hold the racket. When you're performing an underhand serve, you're supposed to have an underhand grip. So you're supposed to have your 4 fingers on the last 4 stripes right here, and you want to have your thumb right here on this line. Right, kind of right where the racket starts. Yeah, just like that. All right, good questions, everyone. Now let's continue with the activity. Speeders up, speeders down. Thank you for listening. As I was walking around, I saw that Riley was the only one to hit the big 5. So Riley, can you tell me the 3 simple cues that you used to hit the big 5?
I bent my knees, took my racket back, and I followed through.
Good job, Riley. Speeders up. Okay, speeders down. Bring it in, everyone. Time for closure before I send you guys off to your next class. Thank you. Okay, what are one of the cues that you learned today? Yes, Sarah. Knees bent. That's correct. Why is it important to keep your knees bent? Yes, Jessica. Easier to move quickly. Good job. At which level should you strike the racket at? Good job, Riley. Yes, you're supposed to strike it at the hip level. Can the speeder touch the ground while in gameplay? No, that's correct, Spencer. Where can you, as a class, where can you play this game at? Everywhere. Good job.